So let me ask you something. Are you reading English every single day?
Hmm.
Maybe watching movies, taking notes, but you still feel like you're just running in place. You learn, say, 50 new words today, and then tomorrow, 49 of them are just gone.
Mm-hmm.
And when you try to speak, your mind just goes empty.
Yeah.
It's so frustrating, right? You just want to stop.
Oh, absolutely. That feeling of inertia.
Yeah.
It's a huge psychological barrier for anyone learning a second language. It's such a common thing where your skill level just feels stalled.
Default.
Yeah. You know enough to read, but not enough to feel truly fluent. And it's that feeling, that walking in a circle, that makes people quit, even when they're so close to a breakthrough.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that feeling is precisely why we're doing this deep dive today. We've looked at the notes so many of you have sent us, and we found this simple, powerful, really ancient idea that gives you a clear path forward. If you listen today, you are getting a roadmap, a real plan for the next 6 months of your English journey.
Yep.
So staying with us right now is, well, it's critical, because stopping now just guarantees you'll be in the exact same place next month. Welcome to the deep dive. Our mission is to take your sources, your questions, and just distill them into something you can actually use. Today, we are all about getting you unstuck. We need to reset your whole focus.
And that stuck feeling, it always hits hardest when you have to perform, right? You can study grammar for weeks, but the second you have to speak in real time, all that confidence just evaporates.
Yeah.
Your fluent speakers and the comparison games start. They're so fast, I'm so slow, and that worry about looking foolish, that's what makes you avoid speaking at all.
That is the core of the problem right there. It's comparing your pile of bricks to someone else's finished skyscraper.
Mm-hmm.
You see this polished final thing, the fluent speaker, and you completely forget the thousands of mistakes and years of work that went into it. We have to shift your focus. And before we get into the framework for that, if this deep dive format is helping you, please take just 1 second right now to subscribe and hit that like button. It really, really helps us find more students who are ready to start building.
It really does. Think of it this way. Every new subscriber is one more brick for our channel's foundation.
I like that. Okay, so let's introduce the core idea for today. It's a famous phrase, you've definitely heard it, and it is the perfect metaphor for learning a language. Rome wasn't built in a day.
It's so simple, but it's so true. Big, important things take a long time. You can't expect to be perfect today if you just started laying the foundation yesterday.
Exactly. Think about the Colosseum in Rome. It's this massive, beautiful thing. But it wasn't one person working for a weekend.
No.
It was thousands of workers, years of planning, and millions of individual stones.
Mm-hmm.
Every single stone, every single road. It was all small, methodical work. And that is your English skill. It's your city of Rome. It's a big, beautiful achievement that you have to build, brick by brick. So we've identified 4 simple pillars to help you build it. Let's start with pillar 1. This is the most critical part. The foundation. I mean, in building, if the foundation is weak, the whole thing can just collapse in the wind, right?
So what's the foundation in English? Is it just vocabulary?
That's what a lot of people think, but no, it's actually the really basic kind of boring grammar.
Mm-hmm.
We're talking about the present simple, the verb to be, and maybe the 500 most used words. These are the cement. They're not the fun, shiny words, but they hold everything together.
And that's where I think a lot of students get tripped up, because that foundational work feels tedious. They'd rather just watch movies and learn the fun words.
And that's where the analogy really helps. Watching movies is like painting the beautiful walls on the 5th floor. But studying the present simple, that's digging the ground and putting in the cement. It's slow, it's hard, but you cannot skip it. If you do, your whole city is built on a shaky base. People won't understand your meaning, even if your words are in the right order. Or, well, if they aren't.
So can you give me an example? Like, why is she go versus she goes so important? That tiny little S.
It's so important because if your brain is always using energy to remember that tiny S, it can't focus on the bigger idea you're trying to share. The foundation needs to be automatic. Things like, I am happy, using the verb to be. It has to be subconscious. That's what frees you up to build beautiful long emails later.
So I have to ask myself, am I still confusing he is and he are? Am I forgetting that if?
Exactly. You have to challenge yourself on that.
It's true. I need to stop avoiding those simple rules and just make my base unbreakable.
Perfect. Make that first small wall perfect and strong now. Then you can build a skyscraper on it later. Okay, that brings us to pillar 2. Using the right tools and strategic rest. A builder needs a hammer, a saw, a ruler. The right tools for the job.
Well, I use a phone dictionary. That's a tool, right?
It's a good tool for sure, but the most important tool for a beginner, it's repetition. And I mean, you have to repeat words and phrases many, many times out loud.
Geez, that's what feels like wasted time to me. I think, I just saw this word 5 minutes ago. Why look again?
And the why is all about how your brain works. Repetition is like hitting a nail. You don't just hit once, you hit it maybe 30 times over 3 days to make a really strong automatic connection to your long-term memory.
Okay, so practically that means saying something like, "It is raining," out loud, and then actually using it in a sentence a few times over several days.
Precisely. You're forcing your brain to retrieve it, to pull it out of memory. That's what makes the connection permanent. And hey, this is a great time to ask you listening, what's your favorite tool for learning new words? Is it an app, a notebook, maybe music? Let us know in the comments. We'd love to hear your ideas.
I think I'm going to start using short stories. Listen to them and then repeat the small sentences. That practices pronunciation too.
That's a very effective way to use the tool.
Yeah.
Just don't look at a word on a flashcard. Say it, hear it, make it active. Now, let's talk about the second part of this pillar, rest. Building a city is exhausting work. What does a builder do?
They rest, they drink some coffee, they let their muscles, or in our case, the brain, recover.
Exactly. Learning is tiring, and the best progress actually happens when you're sleeping. That's when your brain moves all that new information from short-term to long-term memory. So you should never ever feel guilty about taking a break. Rest is part of the work. But, sometimes the biggest wall isn't tiredness, it's fear. The fear of starting to speak. If that's you, if that's the wall you're facing, we have a video just for that. It's called Stop Sadie Speaking Fear. One simple trick to start English small talk today. It could really help. And if this deep dive is helping you build your English city, please take a moment to like, comment, and share. It really does help. Okay, on to pillar 3, facing the storm. And by storm, I mean mistakes. Builders make mistakes all the time. A wall is a little crooked, a window is too small.
Mistakes are my biggest problem. I use the wrong tense, my face gets red, and I panic. I want to stop talking completely.
We have to change your mind about mistakes, starting right now. A mistake's not a failure, it is just a lesson. Yes. It's like a bad piece of wood. The builder sees it, throws it away, and learns not to use that kind again. Your mistake shows you a weak spot in your city that you can now fix.
So when a tourist looks confused because of what I said, I shouldn't see that as a stupid moment.
No, not at all. You should see it as a brave moment. You left your comfort zone, and that person's confusion or their correction is a gift. It's helping you build a stronger wall.
So the embarrassment is the pain, but the correction is the gain.
I love that. That's a perfect summary. If you don't try, you'll never know where your weak points are. So the final instruction here is embrace mistakes. They are free teachers. Just listen to the correction and try to use the right sentence immediately. All right, let's get to our final pillar, pillar 4, the power of consistency. This brings us right back to our main phrase. The biggest problem isn't your ability, it's consistency. A builder can't work for 100 hours on Monday and then do nothing for 3 months. It doesn't work.
I am so guilty of this. I'll study for 4 hours on a Saturday, and then I'm just too tired for the rest of the week. The pressure of that huge block of time is a lot.
It leads to burnout, not progress. The correct strategy is much simpler. It is so much better to put one brick perfectly every day.
One brick?
Just 20 minutes of simple, focused English every single day.
But is 20 minutes really enough? It feels so small.
20 minutes is huge. Over 1 year, 20 minutes a day adds up to 120 hours of focused study.
Wow.
It's a massive amount of improvement. Way more sustainable than trying for a 4-hour session that you'll probably skip half the time anyway. Here are 3 ideas for a 20-minute routine. 1. Review 5 old words. 2. Learn 1 new small grammar rule. And 3. Listen to a 2-minute audio and repeat the sentences. That's it.
That feels so much less scary than study for 4 hours. It's a small promise I can actually keep.
Exactly. Focus on today's brick, not tomorrow's castle. The city grows from that small daily work. So another question for all of you listening. When do you find your 20 minutes? Is it in the morning, on the bus, before bed? Share your routines down below. Okay, let's do a quick recap of the 4 pillars for building your English city.
Yeah.
First, the foundation, that solid base of simple grammar and common words. Make it automatic.
Pillar 2 was the tools. That means using repetition, especially spaced repetition, and remembering to rest.
Then pillar 3, facing the storm. Mistakes are your teachers. You have to be brave and learn from them.
And finally, pillar 4, consistency. one brick every single day. That small, steady effort is what really builds the city. You know, that feeling of being stuck. It's really just forgetting that Rome wasn't built in a day. You have to trust the process.
Absolutely. And I think the hardest part is just starting. That moment you stop waiting to be perfect and just speak, even if it sounds clumsy. And if you're someone who is always waiting for that perfect moment, we have one more video for you. It's called Stop Waiting, the 5-minute trick to start English speaking. Build confidence fast. It's great for breaking that hesitation. We really hope this deep dive has given you a clear map for your building project. Please subscribe, hit the like button, and share this with a learning buddy who feels frustrated. And now for our final question for you. What is your one small brick for today? Not for the week, but for today. Is it learning one new word? Saying hello to a neighbor in English? Tell us in the comments what you are building today.
Thank you. This has really changed my perspective. I'm not going to feel guilty about being slow. I'm going to feel proud of the foundation I'm building. I'm ready to place my next brick.
That is the spirit. Keep building your city brick by brick. We'll see you on the next